Ladies and gentlemen, I'm down there at the railroad tracks, and look how rusty they are. I haven't heard trains in a while. They're not running that many trains through here because these tracks are rusty as heck. So if you wonder where I've been, that's what's up. No trains to film. Alright, thank y'all. We got the Abbeville switcher coming in, y'all. These are grainers. They're going over south of Belverton. These are plastic cars. I'm sorry, that's insulation for Prismian. They make electrical cable out there, high voltage electrical cable. He's coming in south end of Abbeville, coming in out of Greenwood. He's heading south. I assume what it is, he's got a signal up there, so he stopped. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in Greenwood at Maxwell Yard. And they're switching cars out here. I don't know what train this is, but I haven't seen many in Abbeville. Flammable, whatever that is. I don't know if that's gasoline, diesel fuel, or what. He's going down the line and switches so they can shove on back. You gotta come back, come through that crossover over there, into this crossover, go down the switch lead, hang to the right, you go down the yard lead. Anti-low, 1/4 inch adjusting block. The heavier the car gets, the stronger the brakes get with this car. I don't know when he's going to call his train back. Heck, he's down there to the car now, it looks like. Somebody ought to be calling them back now. There you go. Brakes knocked off. Double self couplers. Don't want these cars coming apart. See the upper grab and lower grab on that knuckle on both of them. If I was going there to pick up some cars and put it in this train there, you might be setting out some cars, I don't know. Click, click, click as the air is building up, releasing the brakes. Alright, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work, y'all. Alright, thank you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got some damage on this signal. Somebody run into the legs of the walkway. Alright, thank you. I haven't seen any trains hardly in 2 weeks. Bye-bye. Well, whoever mowed the grass for me so I can get over to my chair over there where I like to sit. That's pretty cool. Comes from this way, which is the yard office direction. They've been over there, they cleaned the little shed out. There was a couch in there and homeless people would be sleeping in there. They removed that, but they left my chair and they mowed the grass. So, thank y'all. Bye-bye.
Over here is a bulldog made out of metal.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Alright, we got the Abbeville switcher shoving his cars back in the yard. I haven't seen a train in days. Abbeville. Abbeville switcher facing northbound. That's very unusual for them. They like their locomotive facing southbound. They got a wide track over in Greenwood. They could have turned it around, but maybe they're not letting them do that. Alright, thank you. Alright, he's tied into his train. He's probably going to carry him to Greenwood. Engineer waved at me. He's either put more cars in the siding, in the yard track, or he's picking these up. I'm not sure which. I assume he's picking them up. Alright, I'll get more when it starts rolling. Alright, he's shoving back in the yard. He's probably going to go park his train. Hey everybody. I hope I got that right. This is Patrick. I walked down to a depot. I think I hear a train coming up the hill. I'm coming to check the signals out. And I got a green over red signal at the south end. Northbound. At the north end, northbound. Alright, red over red on the siding. So he's going to be coming down the main line. I hear him pulling the hill. I don't know if he's at Red Street or not. We got the Abbeville switcher sitting down in the yard down there. If he's at Red Street blowing the horn, he ought to be here in a minute or two. Alright, we're in Abbeville, South Carolina. This is on the CSX main line. They used to run passenger trains on this in Seaboard Airlines, Seaboard Coastline days that would come out Boston and New York and go down to New Orleans. This is the Monroe sub. It ends about 2 miles that way, which starts the Abbeville subdivision, which goes to Atlanta. It started out as the Greenwood, Abbeville, Georgia Railroad, and eventually it ended up being the Seaboard Airlines. Alright, we got a big fast one coming down the hill. I'm going to step back just for safety reasons. They do have some good tracks around here. Hello, thank you. SCWS coal train headed down the hill, going to Greenwood. Crew coming home. When it gets to Greenwood, it gets off of work. They get off of work, they get to go home to the wives and the kids and the dogs and the cats. Cleveland is 45, so I assume that's about what he's doing. of it. DPU. CS44 AC. Looks like Tubby's still putting hard on these cars. Not a man. That might have been slack running in that little bump there because he got at the bottom of the hill down there and then going up the other side, and that's slowing him up, so the back run into the front. Alright, thank y'all. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I came down to the depot. You got one train sitting in the yard, but you got another one coming northbound out of Atlanta. I'll be getting it in a little bit. Y'all have fun. God bless y'all. Alright, we got it coming down the hill around the corner down there at the south end. Well, south of me. Looks like we got a coal train. He got a red signal, so he's going to come in and stop. So we're going to have a train meet in Abbeville today. G locomotive radial trucks on it. That one's got rigid trucks. Radial trucks bend around the curves. Rigid trucks are rigid. They don't bend. How are you today? I'm going to walk down this way to the switch. We got one coming out of Greenwood. I'm going to get it. All right, thank you. All right, no train came by, but the coal train's headed to Greenwood now. I must have had a hold up in Greenwood. I had to wait for a train to pull out so they had room to come in. The Maxwell yard over there. SCWX coal train comes out of Pennsylvania. It goes over to Georgetown to the power plant over there in South Carolina, over near Myrtle Beach. Pulling the slack out. Got some tubby yard on there. I don't see much. This is the train tubby likes to draw on a lot. Another tubby. Another tubby. SCWX. Headed downhill, going to Greenwood. Distributed power unit, 811 radial trucks on it. He's in dynamic brakes. He's not pulling, he's slowing it up. Some more tubbies. Got dust coming off the coal over there. Bottom end going by. Got a blue EOT on the bottom of it. Alright, thank you. Alright, I don't know what train we got, but we got one coming at us out of Greenwood. It might be the Abbeville switches running backwards, but usually it's facing south. Plastic cars, these are grainers. These are for the granite. I don't know who gets the tank car. That might be going to the Hardware Railroad. Some more grainers. Alright, he went in the siding. I checked the sitting a while ago, it was all red, but then I walked off and did some things and it could have cleared up. It only takes about 15 minutes to get here from Greenwood once it gets a clear signal. Alright, he's still plowing up the hill on the other side. I don't know if he's going to set some cars out or not. Alright, thank you. I'm going back with my cousin and stuff. They're working. I'm hanging out with them for now. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on Highway 72 at the overpass, and we got us a train coming. $7.97 CSA, 5 max, something like that. So we got some different type of cargo on the piggyback train. At JB Hunt, I've been watching videos on that. That's the largest trucking company in the United States. I'm glad they're coming through Abbeville. All right, thank y'all.